Summer break for most children means freedom from school, but for working parents, it means finding viable childcare until the fall. That demand has made childcare big business, bringing in almost $500 million in revenue last year alone. I spoke with Paula Koos, Executive Director of the Oklahoma Childcare Resource and Referral Association, about the growing childcare industry. Paula, how many children in Oklahoma need some form of childcare?
There are about 435 children in the state of Oklahoma, either whose both parents work or they live in a single parent household, and they have to have some kind of care. Now, they can be in a center, which is a large facility with lots of classrooms. They can be in a home, which might serve up to 7 children, or a large home that might serve up to 12 children. But they can also, in the state of Oklahoma, do what's called license-exempt care. So if you are grandma, your Aunt Mary, your cousin Betty, and you're watching a family member, that's license-exempt care. Or if you are a nanny going into someone's personal home, that's license-exempt care. But anyone who takes care of children that aren't related to them in any site other than the child's home must be licensed in the state of Oklahoma.
How is the state doing in terms of childcare?
Oklahoma is doing very well. We are one of the few states in the country that, for the subsidy program, which is the program that assists parents with the cost of childcare, there are no waiting lists. We are ranked by Childcare Aware of America. Every year they do a ranking. In odd years they do centers, and in even years they do homes. This year the centers in Oklahoma were rated number 4 in the country, so that means we were rated behind 2 other states in the Department of Defense. And in terms of the rating of family childcare homes, we were rated number 2, which was behind the Department of Defense.
So that is very good. The number, is that stable, or is there a trend going up or down?
The number of facilities has actually gone down in the state over about the last 8 years, but the number of slots available has actually stayed about the same. So the facilities are getting a little bit bigger, but we're still serving about the same number of children we've been serving for a long time.
What is the economic impact of childcare?
Childcare has a tremendous economic impact in the state of Oklahoma. It's comparable to one of the examples that a researcher gave to us was the ready-mix concrete business. We do as much business as they do. There's about 20,000 employees in the childcare industry. Those people not only take care of our children, but then their salaries in turn come back into the economy because they have to go out. Childcare facilities take in fees from parents, but they then in turn are buying food, paying electric, so that money keeps churning in the economy all the time.
What can lower income families do to find childcare that they can afford?
Lower income child care families can call Oklahoma Childcare Resource and Referral, 888-962-2772. I don't use the 800 number very often, but if they call us, we can refer them to one of our regional agencies across the state. We have 8 regional agencies. We will do a search for them and give them information about facilities within their zip code, within their neighborhood, within a mile of their home, their office, whatever. We will assist them with what kinds of questions they should ask, what they should do when they go in to look at a facility, what the average cost is going to be in their community, because that average cost differs depending on what part of the state you're in, and the availability of care is very different. You're not going to have as much trouble finding care in Oklahoma and Tulsa as you're going to have out in western Oklahoma.
How do you maintain costs so that childcare is accessible?
Well, one of the things that is available there is the subsidy program. So if parents qualify, they can receive assistance from the Oklahoma Department of Human Services to assist them with their child care. If not, parents simply have to look at the facilities that they're looking at. Family child care homes are generally cheaper than centers, but for an infant, it averages about $120 a week. So that's a fairly substantial amount of money over the course of a year, and over the course of a child basically from 0 to 12, you're spending a lot of money to, in fact, in Norman, Oklahoma, the cost of child care is more expensive than tuition at the University of Oklahoma.
Paula Koos, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.